I'm Rachna Srivastava, and we're actually going to be covering a variety of topics today with very interesting demos. So let's get right into it. And we're starting out with a little bit of an introduction to some of our app modernization approach and strategy. So when we talk to our customers, what we find is software agility and the ability to bring applications to production quickly are critical for companies to succeed. The more and more CIOs we've talked to are starting to think about an application strategy. They believe that an app modernization and migration strategy is their top priority. Once companies have started to implement the strategy and actually get it right, the results have been pretty dramatic, and they've been able to bring thousands of releases in short period of time out to the market, and that makes them more competitive. And what we find is some of the technologies that are enabling this and making the new technology are things like Kubernetes, open source, multi-cloud, as well as forming new teams such as platform engineering teams or consolidating teams to form a cloud ops type environment or teams. But as we introduce new technologies, there's always new challenges that come in. Some of the challenges that we found from our customers are, how do we eventually reduce the cognitive load of tools and processes that we put on our developers? Because we're bringing in tools from very different environments. There's open source, there's Kubernetes, there's containers, there's legacy environments that we're trying to integrate into. At the same time as we're building these tools, it's very important to maintain security as well as ensure compliance. But these tools and processes cannot slow down application delivery. So we have to make sure that those are also in check. And as we build applications and we're scaling to thousands of applications and introduce.
Oh.
We're scaling our Kubernetes. We want to make sure this is happening without any downtime or very minimal downtime. That's the second challenge or the third challenge that we have to think about. And the last question that comes in minds of the customers we've talked to is that they're looking for a continuous closed loop optimization. So being able to constantly optimize cost, performance, security of the applications. And also, as they are adopting a strategy that's enabling them to migrate, how do you make sure migrating to the cloud from anything that may be on-premise, they're looking to migrate these applications, is done in an optimal manner? So it's a continuous closed loop optimization that they're looking for and technologies that can enable this. Again, what we find is that as customers go through this process, they're dealing with a variety of challenges, whether it comes to containers, runtime, or being able to maintain security, optimization, and different challenges that come across as they go through this. So what VMware is recommending is a new approach. Imagine if you were able to have golden paths to production, being able to have recommendations that developers can just take on and best practices that they can implement and scale. Being able to deploy, manage, and scale applications very easily at runtime. And this can happen even when any underlying infrastructure, whether it's VMs or containers or cloud environments, are being managed. So being able to maintain that is extremely important. And again, being able to continuously tune cost, performance, and security of applications at runtime. Being able to offer these three on a common platform, being able to offer a common platform that's aligned and anchored across all three. So when you're looking at different teams, whether it's teams such as SRE teams or platform engineering teams or your cloud operation teams, they can all have a common view across various tools, whether again it's open source, whether it's a tool that's legacy tool that's being used, being able to have visibility across all these tools on a common platform, and being able to also observe, manage, and make changes and fine-tune cost, performance, and security of your applications as you go, even when you're staging the application or when the application is being built, rather than an afterthought. So being able to develop the applications, being able to maintain and operate them seamlessly, and then being able to optimize them as deployment is happening, as application development is happening. Being able to fine-tune them as we go would be the third piece that we want to talk about here today. And so that's what is our VMware Tanzu platform. Being able to offer a better developer experience with secure golden paths to production, being able to deploy applications and provide an infrastructure to deploy and at runtime. And that is the Tanzu application platform that offers a developer portal, secure supply chain, application engine, and also Kubernetes operation. We also have the Tanzu application service. And our focus here today is what we call continuous governance and improvement, and also maintaining cost, performance, and security, which falls under optimize. And that is what we call the Tanzu Intelligence Services. So that's the focus here today that we're going to be talking about. From a products perspective, that includes Tanzu Transformer, Tanzu Guardrails, Tanzu Insights, and Tanzu Cloud Health. They are all built and supported natively on Tanzu Hub. Again, we'll talk about it. So again, anything when we talk about cloud migration, assessing migration, planning strategies when it goes from on-prem to public cloud, that's Tanzu Transformer. Security and posture management and governance and policy enforcement is what we'll cover as part of Tanzu Guardrails. Bringing together sort of infrastructure and application observability, as well as AI ops for both Kubernetes and cloud environments. So bringing these two together is what is Tanzu Insights. And again, we'll see demos in this area. And then being able to offer cost management, whether it's cost chargeback, cost allocation, budget management, forecasting, or things like rate and usage optimization, and a lot more. That's part of our cloud health portfolio. Again, all of these are a common plane, common data source, which is Tanzu Hub that we'll also talk about. So with that, with our goal of accelerating application delivery across clouds and being able to help our customers with application modernization strategies,